play based on the whole Pizza Bomber story through Bill Rothstein's eyes.
Correct.
And it did so well for you, you thought, let's put this into a book, right?
Well, I did it in 2023, the play, and then it was so popular, I brought it back in 2025. And then after that ended, I thought, why isn't somebody doing a movie about this, other than the Netflix documentary? And so I started tackling a screenplay. And I no longer finished the screenplay when I read online that Courtney Cox from Friends was already filming a version of the story in New Jersey.
Interesting.
And I thought, darn it all, I'm going to get my version out. So I created this.
Yes, so here it is. The Other Evil Genius, his side of the Pizza Bomber story. You said that this is really kind of from the vantage point of Bill Rothstein.
Yes.
Where did you get your background to be able to maybe speak for what he was thinking and going through?
Well, of course, I read the Jerry Clark, Ed Bellatella book.
Yeah.
And that is very factual. I hadn't seen the documentary yet, and I just felt that it was Bill's story. Bill is not the one, he didn't confess to the crime.
Went to his deathbed.
Yes, which is in the book. Which is in the book. That isn't in the play, but I have him, saying, no, I'm not going to, writing it in the air. And he never confessed. And this book dives deeper into his psyche and how he struggled with, did he love Marjorie? Was it his ego? The ghost from, his younger self, Marjorie's younger self, the men that she murdered, they're all there in the book more than in the play. Because I was able to expand things more.
And they had a long history together, but he was aware of all the things. She was on trial for killing a husband or a boyfriend.
Yeah, Richard Thomas.
But she was acquitted.
She was acquitted.
Yeah.
And I cover that in the book. And then a few weeks later, she married Richard Armstrong. And he died mysteriously. And then...
and Bill helped her with that,
yes,
right?
Yes. I don't know how much she was involved with that, but the James Roden, who ended up in the freezer... Yes. That's when the plot was starting to come to light.
Yeah.
And she wanted James Roden to help her rob the bank, and he was so high on drugs and so forth that he didn't think he could do it, and she ultimately shot him, and Bill helped her hide it in his freezer in his garage.
When this story was playing out, I was relatively new here and new to the news business, and I remember just thinking, this is so hard to believe. And, the facts would dribble in, and there was, the events of the day itself, and then there was the, the find the notes here and there. And now when you look back at it, like Jerry Clark's book is so great, Ed Pelletella, that book is so great. The Dateline and the Netflix docus are so great.
There is stuff all over the internet.
Yeah, but you can't get enough of it because the people involved were such caricatures of people, really.
Yeah, and the Courtney Cox film that's coming out at the Toronto International Film Festival the second week of September, she's taking a different look at it. She's looking at it as a dark comedy. And see, I never saw it that way.
No.
And the input I got from ERIE PA when I was writing the play, they're sensitive.
Yeah.
They're sensitive, and I'm sensitive to that fact. And the book turned out to be much darker, and even though my play had some light moments in it to break the tension, I didn't feel it was necessary in the book. We had, during the course of the 2 runs of the play, I had lots of people come up to me and tell me stories.
Sure.
And a few of them appeared in the book.
Yeah.
Roden would come out every morning in robe and bunny slippers to get the newspaper. A neighbor across the street
would tell you,
it's in the book. I mean, things like that I tried to incorporate from actual ERIE stories.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that this will be a good companion read to the film.
To all the other
when
things.
It's released into...
and because it has roots at home and with the people that, like you said, could contribute to the story and add those little tidbits that bring more color to the story.
I really think that Rothstein's point of view, though, is the way to go with telling this story because it leads it into, a lot more depth in the psychological end of things, of why he stayed, why didn't he leave her, Why is he tormented now beyond the grave? That's kind of the angle I took.
So
and I don't
interesting.
think the movie's going to handle it that way.
And they've all passed. I don't think that
Yes,
they're any,
but-
right. Yes, yes. But generally speaking, yes,
Yes,
they've all gone on. And we'll never really know, you know,
No,
the
no,
truth
it is
of
true
it.
crime fiction.
It is, okay.
Yes, mixed with facts.
Right, I love it. The Other Evil Genius, his side, you can get this at Warner Books. Oh, I didn't say this. You'll be signing books at Warner Books.
Yes.
What, this Friday?
This Sunday.
This Sunday.
2 to 4,
2 to
Warner
4.
Books. This is the official launch locally. The book is also on Amazon, Kindle.
Yep, all the places
and
you like to
pressed
buy your books.
locally.
Okay,
Yeah,
great. Thanks,
yeah.
David. It's great to see you.
Great.
Congrats on the book.
Thank you.